All of us are concerned that there would be payments from Russia, who is not a friendly entity, who is not an ally, who has undermined our elections, and who has done everything they can in Afghanistan and other places in the world to undermine U.S. interest. It is therefore very, very troubling when you have information that is given that indicates that there are payments being made to specifically target U.S. personnel, particularly armed services personnel. The President called this a hoax publicly. Nothing in the briefing that we have just received led me to believe it is a hoax. There may be different judgments as to the level of credibility, but there was no assertion that the information we had was a hoax. And we need to make sure that the members of Congress and the American public understand whether or not our relationship with the Soviet Union, with Russia, is compromised by the relationship between the President and Mr. Putin. That is a danger to our country, if that is the case.
As we look at these allegations, number one, the President of the United States should not be inviting Russia into the G7 or G8. We should be considering what sanctions are appropriate to further deter Russia's malign activities, not further ingratiating Russia into the community of civilized nations. And I find it inexplicable in light of these very public allegations that the President hasn't come before the country and assured the American people that he will get to the bottom of whether Russians are putting a bounty on the heads of American troops, and that he will do everything in his power to make sure that we protect American troops. I do not understand for a moment why the President isn't saying this to the American people right now and is relying on, I don't know, I haven't heard, I haven't been briefed. That's just not excusable. His responsibility as Commander-in-Chief is to protect our troops. And I shared the concern at the White House today that I think many of us have, which is there may be a reluctance to brief the President on things he doesn't want to hear. And that may be more true with respect to Putin and Putin's Russia than with respect to any other subject matter.